Hello, my name is Zanin Juglin, and this is a brief overview of your free website from TeknoBase Studios. The website is one that you're seeing here before you as an example, and in this short example you'll see that a little bit has been done, just about 5 minutes worth of work, where I've created several things such as a poll here of who the best dancer is if this was to be for a club site, an announcements area where I would announce daily of different things going on at the club, also any documents that I may recently have added, as well as a today's event, which is a fishing contest. Now, when you get your free website, after you've signed on to this website as a member, it's automatic. After you do that, you'll receive an email that'll give you your admin name, username, and then your password. And as an example to show you, I'm going to simply put in the one that I've created for here. And in going through, you'll see where the login says Hello TeknoBase, and it gives me one menu item that you will not find as a normal user who is not an administrator, which is a link to the control panel. Your control panel and the way that you create and administer to your website is all web-based, so there is no need to learn any complicated HTML programs or learning different things to upload or download and so forth and building your web pages. You can do it all straight through here. And here is your administrative back end of your website, where one of the first things that you do that we do recommend is in changing your password, where you can alter the password and also even your email address if you have a different email that you would prefer for your news from the website to go to. You can also set your language for whichever language that you would prefer. You also have for your own personal comment settings as well. The two most important areas that we are going to quickly take a look through is going to be your site content, and where you will go in to create your site and put in the things that you need to have on there, and also your administrative end to see about different things that your website, as far as information that it can tell you about your members and the people who are visiting you. Now, to go quickly over to site content, you'll see where you have many different things under your control to use. You have your announcements, where you can post announcements for right on your home page of upcoming events and other helpful information. You have your Fat Cat categorizer, which categorizes all the information on your website. You also have a link manager that allows you to add web links to specific categories for your site. Now, this is an excellent tool also to use for selling advertisements to different individuals, businesses, and organizations from your website, especially where they can go onto your website, look at your stats, and see how often you have other Second Life residents visiting your website, or even how many members that you have that regularly visit your website as well. You have multiple send notes, where you can send notes to groups or all of the users on your site, which is fantastic, especially if your organization hosts several events and you have maybe possibly several different event hosts that go through and running it, because this way they can send notes out to the people that are in their following, so to speak, so that this way not all of your members who may or may not have any interest are suddenly disturbed, which is kind of a better thing than an SL, because it's not as if you can have people who are limited to 25 groups join 5 or 6 different groups all pertaining to your club just for your different event host. You also have your web pages, where you can go here to create and edit your website's pages, create new pages from scratch. If you are able and know how to do that, we will be offering advanced modules and training for that. You also have your own calendar, which is your event calendar for your website, where you can post events that will happen not only throughout the day, but throughout the week or even the month. You have a form generator here to create online forms that can be viewed and filled out by your members of your website, and reports can be made from the data. So let's say if you were a designer or you made different products in SL, you can actually have people fill out forms of what they think and previewing different items, make any suggestions and so forth, correlate the data to see which ones is seeming to be the most popular even before you begin to put the product out. You also can manage your comment threads, which means your comment threads are the comments that people will make on your announcements, your events, your articles, your news, and so forth. And it's basically your site's forum as well. It's a way of your members participating and giving you the feedback that we all as business owners definitely need to have. You also have your photo albums where you can manage multiple sets of image galleries. You no longer have to pay upload fees. You can just simply post them all online and have all of your members and new people interested in becoming members at your website to see pictures of your clubs, your dancers, employees, event hosts if you're a business. Good place to put all your product pics if you're a photographer. You can sell where you're putting the space for your models that take the photos and put their photo albums online that they can pay for to have their portfolio online for other people to come to your particular website and view them. You also have your documents section where you can manage documents and have multiple files that are associated in different areas. This is a big boon if you're a business that creates products and so forth, as you can have all of your documentation to any particular product right there on your website, so that if anybody has any questions, problems, and so forth, they can visit right there. You also have your frequently asked questions, which gives an interface to manage a list of questions that you're always getting is online if you're somebody who produces products, or even for clubs, events, and so forth. This is the one place where people can go to and read and get the answers to their questions without constantly IMing you. You have a menu manager where you can create your own menus rather than the menus that are just supplied by the website, with the links that can be to different areas that you've created on your website, or possibly to other websites and other areas as well. And then you have a poll manager here that you can create different site polls to different areas, and this is also a big boon, as you saw where in taking the example of this being a club website where I created the poll of who would be the best dancer. You can bet that all four of those dancers would be sending as many people as possible to the website to become members that now you can contact, sending out newsletters and multiple notes and so forth to just vote for them. So this is a great way to have interactivity going on as well. The last part is in the administrative section that we'll cover in this overview, where you have several important things. One is the absolute help, which is a help information to show that in the key areas of the site. So this way you kind of have an online help system built into the website. If you should have any questions, if the videos did not quite answer some things, or even find it in our wiki. You also have the layout admin that lets you control the look and the layout of your website. You have your users administration, which lets you create and edit the existing users as well as to put them in groups. You have approval, will let you approve different things through your website, anything from comments to different modules that other people who can administer to your website, which would use your user administration, where say your event host can now log on to the website, post announcements of events that they're doing, set it up on the calendar, and send out the multiple notes themselves to the different members that they know would like to attend their different events there. So that's a great handy area there. You have your stats where you can include counters to different areas. If you have where you wanted to see how many people were going to, say, one particular page that was strictly for one event host for the events that they're doing, to see how well they're doing and getting responses, to maybe see if there's some areas that you can help with. You have where you can have the language administrator that lets you administrate the language options for your website. As you know, we are multilingual there in SL. And then you have your Steven scheduler, which allows you to basically have an online scheduler